A local mobile home resident alleges that he was wronged by the property he once stayed in.
A former resident of Grove's Mobile Home Park in Burke-Burnett says he was given only a few days to move out after unpaid rent, but the CDC is preventing evictions through December 31st.
PJ Green spoke with this resident today. So PJ, what else did they have to say?
The former resident named Chris, who did not want to give his last name, believes his eviction due to financial struggle is just a small example of how the government is not supporting citizens during the pandemic.
I don't honestly know what we did in order just to get a 5-day notice to get out.
In September, the CDC released an order to halt evictions through December 31st because of the pandemic. But Chris, who is a former resident of Grove's Mobile Home Park in Burke-Burnett, says he was sent a notice of eviction on December 11th for unpaid rent, and he had until December 15th to move out.
There's been people out there who have been late for months on end, and they haven't been done the way that we've been.
Grove's property manager Wade Wheeler says he sends out 3-day notices to residents after 10 days of unpaid rent, and although it may look like an eviction notice, Wheeler says
it's not even an eviction, it's just a piece of paper with my intentions. It just lights a little fire saying, hey, pay your rent.
Chris also says he was diagnosed with COVID-19 and his wife lost her job in November, which caused them to be late on rent. Because of this, he believes people are not receiving enough government assistance during the pandemic.
I mean, I'm over here waiting for a $1,200 paycheck, which could help me out immensely. But at the end of the day, they're not getting anything done.
Wheeler says he told Chris that he could stay and work out a payment plan before he moved out. Wheeler also says Chris did not come to him to talk about his troubles, and if he had, Wheeler says he would have worked with him.
I would rack it up to miscommunication. I'm not a monster or anything. I'm a human being with feelings, and I try to put myself in other people's shoes. Very rarely do I ever evict any people.
Although Wheeler's notices do not intend to evict people immediately, Chris took it at face value and felt that he had to move. Now, Chris says he and his wife are just happy to be able to pay rent at their new residence and begin their new jobs.
All right. Well, thanks so much for clearing that up for us, PJ.